What factors go into the price when submitting an offer? Today's Front Porch Friday. Hey everyone, it's another Friday. I'm Josh Uminski. I help people buy and sell real estate. Today's video might be a little bit longer, but there's a lot of good stuff, so make sure you're watching the whole thing. We're going to talk about what goes into submitting an offer as far as price. What factors should you think about when submitting an offer? There's going to be four main factors. The first is going to be what kind of market is it? Is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market? A buyer's market means that there are more homes for sale than there are buyers to buy them. So when you're looking at the inventory, there's a number of homes for sale, not as many people buying homes at that time. Think about the recession. A lot of people couldn't afford to buy homes because maybe they lost their job, something happened during that time period. That was a buyer's market. There was a lot of homes for sale, not as many people buying homes. In a buyer's market, a buyer has the ability to negotiate a little more. Because, like I said, there's a lack of buyers looking to purchase a home. It gives them more buying power, more negotiating room because there's not as many people looking at that specific home. On the flip side, in a seller's market, there are not as many homes for sale and there's a lot of buyers who are looking for the homes. So right now we're in a seller's market. There's a low inventory. There's a number of buyers looking to purchase, but not enough homes for them to choose from. This means that there's not as much negotiating room because if they don't want to buy the house, there's going to be somebody right behind them who's willing to give the seller what they're looking for. So what's a normal market where it's not a buyer's market and it's not a seller's market? A normal market is when there is 6 months inventory, meaning that on average the typical house takes 6 months to sell. The second factor you're going to want to think about is the time of year. When are you purchasing? Is it spring? Is it winter? Summer? Fall? What time of year is it? Everyone knows that spring is the tried and true time of the year when it's the hot market. Everyone's looking to sell and everyone's looking to buy in the springtime. So no matter what the market is, whether it's a buyer's or a seller's market, that's the hot time of the year. The third factor is going to be where is the home located and in what neighborhood specifically is it located. There are just some neighborhoods that will always have higher demand and higher prices than the surrounding area, no matter what the market is. If it's a down market, they're still demanding higher prices than the area around them. Typically, these are areas that may have good schools or a good location, and if that's why you are picking that area, if you're okay paying more for it, chances are you're going to be able to sell for higher than the surrounding area for that exact same reason. You always hear the saying, location, location, location. That is so true when it comes to school districts or a certain area that people want to be in. I call them recession-proof neighborhoods, and typically they're on your higher end price points. The fourth factor is the home itself, and unlike men, not all houses are created equal. You never want to be the biggest, nicest house in the neighborhood. No matter what the updates are or how nice the home is, it's only worth a relative price compared to the highest sale in the neighborhood, no matter what's inside. You also never want to be the odd house in a neighborhood. You want to buy a house that's similar to everything else in the neighborhood. For example, you don't want to be the only ranch home in a neighborhood full of 2-story houses. Or you don't want to be the only house without a basement if every other house has a basement. Things like this make it difficult for resale because it confuses buyers. They don't know what to think and it's hard to price it when you're going to sell the home. So this is something you definitely want to take into consideration when thinking about an offer on a house in a neighborhood like that. This is the trick with Zestimates. Zestimates are only good if it's a home in a neighborhood that's a cookie cutter neighborhood or all the houses are very similar. If it's an old established neighborhood where the houses vary from one to the other, it's very hard for a computer to see what's nicer and what's not. That's it for this episode. Make sure you're hitting like on my Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on everything real estate.